All right, so today we're going to be talking about how much money did Will Sheppard miss out on. And I know this could be a sensitive topic to some people. Some people can take it the wrong way. So I want to start off by saying I got love for Will Sheppard. I'm a fan of Will Sheppard, and there's nothing I want more than for Will Sheppard to get healthy and back on the field. But as a fan of Will Sheppard, I'm sure just like other fans, we question and wonder, some of the things that goes on. One of them being, him being signed to Tampa Bay, coming out that he was going to be a part of Tampa Bay rookie class signing, and then finding out that he didn't make that 15-player list that they released, and he wasn't at the rookie minicamp. We also found out that the reason he wasn't there was because of a failed physical. Now, there hasn't been any other information that came out as far as why he failed the physical. It could be injury or it can be a condition. I looked into a lot of different reports just to see if I could find out any other information on it. But again, I just wish him the best. Want him to get healthy. Want him to see him back on the field. All right, so now the conversation. How much money did he miss out on? So one cool thing about Tampa Bay's draft this year was we got to see the breakdown for a first-round wide receiver. Also, we got to see for a seventh-round wide receiver. And we got to see the breakdown for an undrafted free agent wide receiver. So I'm going to break down all three for you. That way you could kind of get an idea of what a first-round wide receiver would make, what a seventh-round wide receiver would make, what an undrafted free agent would make, and also what Will Sheppard would have made. For the first round with the 19th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers took Emeka Egbuka, and they signed him to a 4-year, $18.1 million deal. Because it's a first-round pick, it's fully guaranteed. That's going to play a big part in the difference between a lot of contracts. It's that fully guaranteed. He also got a $9.8 million signing bonus, which is a lot bigger than you're going to hear when it comes to other rounds. And that's around $4.5 million per year. So he averaged around $4.5 million a year. One other unique thing about the first round pick contract is they have a 5th-year option where the team can pick up a 5th year. This is based on the rookie's play. Salary is based off tiers: basic, playing time, one-time Pro Bowl, and multi-Pro Bowl. Now, in the 7th round, they took Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson, they signed him to a 4-year, $4.32 million deal. He got a $124,000 signing bonus, and that was the only thing that was guaranteed was the signing bonus. So the $124,000 out of the $4.32 million is the only thing guaranteed. Big difference. That's around $1.1 million per year. So still good money. Did go in the 7th round. I mean, still a millionaire. Now, when it came to the undrafted free agents, where Will Sheppard was signed and unfortunately unable to sign the contract due to the failed physical, but we were able to see Garrett Green. Garrett Green is a quarterback turned wide receiver who actually played quarterback full-time the last 2 years at the University of West Virginia. We see that a lot when it comes to short, shifty quarterbacks that don't make it in the NFL, or the NFL is as interested in them as at quarterback. They'll try to extend their career by playing wide receiver. He was able to sign a 3-year, $2.97 million deal as an undrafted free agent, which is different than both draft picks. Draft picks are going to sign 4-year deals. Undrafted free agents, you'll notice they'll sign 3-year deals. A bit under what we seen from the 7th round pick, Tez Johnson, where he signed for the $4.32 million. Garrett was able to get $2.97 million, but still good for an undrafted free agent. Now, when it comes to an undrafted free agent, you got the 3 years. That's going to be a difference. You also have no guarantees. There's no guaranteed money in that contract, that $2.7 million. Now, he was able to get a $7.5 thousand signing bonus, so $7,500 in signing bonus, which is actually a lot more than you normally see for an undrafted free agent. For example, Shallow, his signing bonus was only $1,500. So he got around $6,000 more than Shallow was able to get. I don't know if it's because of the position wide receiver or if he also is going to be playing some quarterback, but that's more, I think that's more of a wide receiver contract than a quarterback contract. But also no guarantees, and then also that's around $988,000 per year, $988,000 a year. So still good money, really close to being $1 million a year. Might as well say if you round up $1 million a year. So a lot to play for, a lot to want to make that 53-man roster. But again, no guarantees. So if Will Sheppard, who they had a lot of interest in, along with the Giants, would have been able to pass that physical, and we see they only took one wide receiver, we got to think that that would have been Will Sheppard's contract. Now, before the draft, there was a lot of interest in Will Sheppard, and especially after the draft, I remember a lot of teams showing interest or hearing that a lot of teams were showing interest in Will Sheppard. So I'm sure once he's able to get back healthy and pass the physicals, I'm sure there'll be a team that'll offer him another contract around that same range, that 3-year, maybe around $3 million per year. Everything else is up to him to prove on the field. One good thing was he was able to enact, it's like a post eligibility insurance program that athletes can take advantage of for the first 2 years after playing the sport. So he was able to get that. And probably even got a bigger signing bonus than Shallow.